right, but yo, beautiful people, this is Nadir.
It's good.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 351. I think I got it right this week.
Yeah,
What's
that's
up?
it.
What's up, bro?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Living the dream, brother. How you?
Same, bro. Same. We got a lot to talk about today. I was looking forward to today's podcast because I got Sony heat. I got all kinds of stuff to talk about with Kendrick getting the announcement, all that stuff, and then Wayne. I you know what? Surprisingly, I was really on Wayne fans' head this week, and this is why I wanted to talk to you a lot. We'll get on Wayne later because I really wanted to. I think they're hypocritical, and I'll touch on that a little bit later. I think some Wayne fans are hypocritical. But first, let's start with what we doing as far as with you. What's up with you, bro? How are you?
Hey, man, another beautiful Saturday in Columbus, Ohio, man. Waiting for this weather to cool off. It's been hot as ever for September. Like, it's wild. It's almost 90 degrees. Gonna be today and tomorrow, which I mean, cool, you know what I mean, whatever. But I was ready to get my fall bag, you know what I mean? Like it's fall bag time, and I don't want to rush it because it's like once it get cold, it's only gonna get colder. You know what
I wanted to get cold. I was watching me and the wife were watching something the other day. I forget what show it was, but it was like matter of fact, it was the lottery show. People was buying homes, which I don't know why we watched that. It's background fodder, but anyways, we were watching it, and it was like Wisconsin. People were buying a house and they had on sweaters. Like, man, I can't wait for it to get cold. And she was like, yeah, the same. Because I think, for us, man, you like to move around a little more than we do. Like we like staying at the crib, bro. When I look at it's nothing that makes me more happy when I look outside and it's cold and I'm inside with like something warm and I'm just looking out the window. Maybe the dogs are running around or something, but like I'm in the crib. Like I love it, man.
I feel you. Nah, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what though. So yesterday, man, me and the wife went on a little date. You know what I mean? After work. Okay. So we went to dinner and a movie or whatever, man, and went up to Easton. At first I was like, you sure we want to go to Easton on Friday, man? That sounds like a terrible idea. Like, man, it's gonna be bad. Listen, empty.
Really?
Nobody was there, bro? We got there at like 4:30.
I'm surprised.
We left. I'm saying we left at like 8:30.
Really? You know what though, man? With it being these young kids acting up, man, because a lot of times there have been a lot of kids out there. And the police ain't playing around.
Figured. That's why I didn't want to go. I'm like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a bunch of kids. No, it wasn't.
Nah, the police ain't playing around, man. I think they're going back to you got to be accompanied by an adult if you're under 18.
Word.
I don't know. Because like I'll hop over there from time to time during the day, and it's the best ever. Because they know it's other people out there that either work from home or they don't work or something. And it's like they're just doing a little break to get out there. Man, it's the best. I get in there, get me some coffee and sit down and just it's peaceful. But they're trying to clean up a lot of stuff over there though too. I think with all that bad press that came over the summer. So,
yeah, but bro, I was so surprised, man. Like because I had gone a few times over the summer and it was cracking.
Yeah,
I was like, man, I looked around. I was like, man, a recession is over here whooping tail, man. It's whooping feet.
Yo,
man,
I'm gonna tell you,
there was nobody in there, bro. Like there was nobody in the mall.
No, you brought up a great point though. Like I thought at first, because my immediately like looking point seeing like, okay, it's crazy. Something's going on financially in the world is either being the interest rate with people buying homes or B, Jordan sitting. To me, that tells me the climate of the world, right? So when I start seeing the Jordans are just sitting and no one's buying them, and then I start looking, like you said, when I went to Easton a couple weeks ago, it was stuff sitting still in the store. Like if I wanted to buy something. So yeah, it's definitely, different. The money's not floating around like it used to, or people just holding on to it. I think people are getting a little nervous. If you watch the presidential debate, you should be nervous. I don't know what's going on in the world. They're eating the dogs. So I think people are just holding on to their loot right now, and rightfully so.
It might be, but I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? It was a nice day, September, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Thought people might be trying to step out, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, that's really a perfect place to go grab dinner. Yeah. Like, I mean, everything is there. You can walk around a little bit, man. Nice scenes. So, like, even if it wasn't kids out there, like, I at least expected, like, you know what I'm saying, folks be out there trying to grab dinner or something, like dinner and a drink, you know what I'm saying, going on dates. Nah.
Hey, I mean, like, you got maybe we didn't get the memo what the cool Friday night spot is anymore. I mean, I thought it was always still cool going to Easton too. So I don't know.
I mean, over the summer, people were still there. It was packed up in the summer.
Yeah. I don't know. I think something, or maybe you just got lucky, Kev. Maybe y'all just got lucky.
Maybe we just caught it off Friday, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. God was shining down on y'all, saying like, let there be light for y'all to have an eventful evening and with no rigmarole out there. So that, let's contribute to that, because I guess I haven't really seen Easton being dead. Whenever I go over there, bro, like on I would say like on a Saturday, if I go over there right now, I bet it's packed, you know, and I'll be frustrated and get my old man on and want to go back home.
Bro, I don't know, man. Especially if it wasn't packed on a Friday night when it was,
True.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was a nice day. It was a nice day out. I'm gonna tell you, get on my nerves is Cooper Hawk though, man. Like Cooper Hawk, and like but like you can't just like walk in and get a seat. Like, bro, wait, be crazy. You got to make a reservation.
Yeah, I would have told you that. You talked to me about. Matter of fact, we need to get y'all out there. We're gonna take y'all to a tasting. We literally get tastings every month and they just expire. But you got to do. You have to. You got to reserve a table. You're right. If you try to go in there, because basically what ends up happening, everyone who has a membership like myself, we all just plan it because they give you incentives of going in there. They give you like free bottles if you go in there and get dinner. So a lot of people will just book a table because they're going to get the free bottle. They'll expire if you don't use them. And then what happens is people that come and try to walk in, y'all got to wait. Y'all like y'all don't get the fast pass. I got the fast pass. So, you know, but you can have it too. Just get on I think open table they use.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So we just learned to set a reservation. But one day we were just spontaneously like, yo, let's go to dinner, man. It'd be fun. Nope.
Nah, ain't no spontaneous in this world, bro. You got to plan everything out, man. I've dealt with, you know what it is being an adult, bro. The spontaneous, spontaneity is kind of looked down on. No, I feel you. I feel you.
Like, I want freedom of movement. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
I want it all planned out. I want it all planned out. Yeah. What movie did y'all go see?
Man, whatever that new James McAvoy movie is, I think it's like Don't Say a Word or something like that. I don't remember the name of the movie.
You was getting husband coins. I know. I know what this is. Yeah,
listen, well, the wife, in her mind, she was like, "It's Friday the 13th. Let's go see a scary movie." Like, you know what I'm saying, following the theme or whatever. And I was like, okay, you know, why not? You know what I mean?
You like scary
something
movies?
to do. I'm fine with them. Like she doesn't typically, but it wasn't a scary movie. It was more of a thriller. It wasn't that scary.
Okay, yeah, I don't. You know this. I get. I'm actually really scared.
I just mess with James McAvoy. James McAvoy is an impeccable actor.
Okay, yeah, I tell you, shoot, watching wise, man, I've been going down there. Christopher Nolan. I just watched Interstellar this week, and I'm like, my mind is blown. Like I've had it forever. I've had it on my server forever. I just never watched it. Now let me just dive down, and then it opened up everything. I'm gonna watch all Christopher Nolan movies now. I did a watch party this whole week of his movies, but Interstellar was fantastic.
It was a good one, ain't it?
Yeah. That's why I hit you. I was like, yo, he might be the GOAT.
Hey, he might be. He really got it. Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm probably watch The Prestige this weekend. I was talking to somebody about it, but I was like, you know what, man, I might got to get back on that. That movie was fire. Yeah,
Prestige.
But I ain't got
Hold
that
on, did I see that one?
You never seen The Prestige? It's one of my favorites, man. One of my favorite movies.
Okay, I'm about to check it out. We'll talk about it next pod or something. Well, shoot, man, we got a lot to talk about, but let's start like we always do. What we been playing? What you been playing, bruv?
Nothing, bro. I played a little bit of college football, man, and nah, that was about it, bro.
I hope the little homies that are in our fantasy football or in our college league don't watch the podcast. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all on borrowed time. Okay, y'all, this thing might be coming to a complete end. I might not have played a game in 3 weeks. I just been simming it.
I definitely haven't. Whatever happens, bro. First of all, it's because it's on the Xbox. Like I don't know. Like, I'm not coming up here to play that. Like I got a real game downstairs. Like if I'm coming upstairs, let's play Black Myth Wukong. Like,
yo, that's exactly it, bro. Like I talked to Jay. Shout out to Jay, and me and him were texting back and forth, and he was like, "Yo, they're giving $380 trade-in value on the Xbox One X." I was like, man, I really could use another PlayStation 5 just because who could be bothered to go downstairs to my man cave, a theater that I built in my beautiful home that I just don't want to be bothered to walk down there. So yeah, what do? I want to get another PlayStation to put up here. But
PS5
he was
Pro
like, yeah,
on the way.
Exactly. He wants the Pro, but we have gaming PCs. He doesn't have a good one. So he's like, man, either I'm gonna build a new gaming computer or I'm gonna get the Pro. So he got the Pro. But now that I know that I'm gonna get that good trade-in value for my Xbox, I'm literally looking at it every day. I'm talking to it just so it doesn't break because electronics listen to you. So I'm gonna talk to the Xbox and tell me, oh, it's a good system. You're never going anywhere. He might be gone. I'm gonna whisper, he might be gone. So yeah. So that's the reason why. Little homies, if you watch this podcast, if you stumble across it, or even little Nadir, if you stumble across this, hey, listen, we're on borrowed time. Uncle Kevin and Dad might be up out of here pretty soon. Okay.
Listen, end of this season, I might go and retire, man. Like, going without me. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I did what I came to do.
It's a couple in there that really they seem to be having a good time with it. So I don't want to break their heart so fast, but like I could tell everyone's just like, I think because the luster went off. Like, you know, because I haven't played it
I still
either.
like the game. I just don't want to play it on Xbox. Like, ugh.
True. That might be it. I just can't be bothered to play it on Xbox. But so you said you have not been playing anything. You know what I've been playing. I finished chapter 3 I've actually finished chapter 3 this morning. I was on the final.
You finished the game?
No. It's 5 chapters.
Oh, I thought it was 3. Oh man, wow.
No. Okay. Because like every one on the little wheel on there, you get like it's 5 of them. So you only get you get one at each end of each chapter. So I finished chapter 3. I went to bed last night like 1 a.m. This boss. And the thing about it is when I really thought about it, and this is what ticked me off, is I forced myself to sleep like an angry child because if I kept going, I was going to keep playing. But the thing that was pissing me off is that the boss wasn't really that hard. He had simple mechanics, and it was one step that I just could not get for the life of me. And I found out like, oh, let me just try this. And I did it by accident. And I was like, oh, I can stop his parry. So then I did that, and then I went to sleep with that knowledge. I could, if I kept going, I probably would have stayed up to 3 a.m. playing, which I should have. Not take it back, I should have. But I've been no good to my family today. But I ended up waking up this morning, and I immediately got on him, immediately beat him out. Another thing I had to realize too, though, Kev, I got to turn the sound down when I'm playing. These games, one thing about Black Myth Wukong, it does a great job of when like intense things happen, it makes you know, the music starts going, the score starts going up, so then my heart starts pumping, and I'm like, all right, dear, I'm talking to myself, like, be patient, don't fall for it, and then boom, I'm dead. I had him down to like a B of health a couple times and didn't beat him, so I ended up beating it today, the chapter 3. Phenomenal game, Kev. I can't talk about it enough. I want you to get back out there just so we can start talking about it more in depth, because there's certain bosses on there though, bro. I went to bed like I said, just like last night, just pissed off. Like I know I can beat this guy. Like I know. And then when I beat him, I'm literally jumping around. Like I was laying in bed before I went to bed last night. We were watching the lottery show, and I was in there getting my husband coins up, and she was like, "You want to get your lick back?" Absolutely, I'm out. And she gave me that out, and I went to go play again. But then I was up to 1 a.m. and didn't beat him. So yeah. So, but yeah, I can't wait for you to get back on it, and then. I didn't end up playing any more of Astrobot, but Khalees ended up playing it. And she had a moment. She came upstairs. She's like, Dad, I'm frustrated. I was like, why? What's going on? And this is why I love video games, because she couldn't figure out one part. I was like, well, let's look at it from a different approach. So just like I did, sometimes you stumble across by accident. Sometimes you're just like, yo, persistence is key. So then she came back up a couple hours later, and she's like, Daddy, I beat him. And she was just so happy. And I was like, man, I was so proud of her for getting past it. We're quietly a gaming household, bro. Like Dante's on the Switch. He's playing, which he's the only one that gets any run on that. And then Dan's up on her own, like she's in the YouTube shorts right now. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, man. So yeah, I say, bro, get back out there. Black Myth Wukong is waiting.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to play today. I'm gonna try to play find some time today. I need to actually go back out in my yard and go pull some weeds, but I'm gonna try. I bought the dirt, bought some seed.
Oh, you ready? So you're prepped. You're ready to go. So now you have no reason.
That's like washed.
So yeah, you're completely washed. I'm actually biding my time right now, which is another reason why I'm glad we're potting right now, because I'm actually going to pull the toilet in the powder room and pull the mirror down. I got to paint the bathroom today. So yeah, I got to get my husband coins up. But hold on, before we go on more about PlayStation, we just talked about getting the Pro. What did you think about that announcement?
The Pro announcement?
Yeah,
it's fine, I guess. It's like a technical sort of vibe going on there. It was cool. Remind me of Digital Foundry type things. You know what I mean?
They're tripping. Sony's tripping, bro. $699. Like I get what you're trying to do, and I get that maybe this isn't even for everybody. Same price as
PS5,
right?
Yeah.
No, I think PS5 was more. No, PS5 was $699. You're right. But here's the nasty part about it. The nasty part about it is how they're selling it a la carte. I get why
$599.
Yeah, I think it might have been $599. But the thing is, it's $699, but you got to add on the disk drive, which is like $100. And the stand was like $50 or $100 too. It's like you're in $1,000 before you even get out. So the people that love physical media, which I do think a lot of people do nowadays, there's a good market of it, I should say. You're literally trying to sell them like $1,000 console, which is corny to me.
Not great.
No, it's not great, man. It's not great. I thought they was tripping. I liked the announcement. It was short and sweet. It was the worst kept secret. Everybody knew it was coming. But I still can't fathom buying it. Are you going to cop?
I don't know, man. Like I've been on the fence about it, man. Now you're telling me about this Xbox trade-in deal, man. My ears are perked up a little bit now. I mean, trade this, get a PS5 Pro. Well, now we got action.
Yeah, and we could use trade-in logic, which just makes no sense at all. It's like trading in shoes or something. Like you trade in your Xbox. Oh, I only got to pay $100. Yeah, I got the PS Pro, PS5 Pro for $200 or something. So
perfect.
It makes sense to me.
It absolutely does. It does. Mm-hmm. So I mean, so now I'm intrigued, but you know, do I need it? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I want it? Maybe.
Exactly. But that's the same thing. Like I got other things that I really would rather do. Like I tell you, my living room TV is probably around almost 10 years old. It's 1080p, you know, so it's time to replace it. I just got to find somebody to give it. I'm going to give it to somebody, like somebody, you know, wants TV, 65 inch, really nice, sharp aquos.
None of your kids have any.
Nah, because they have to hang it on the wall. Like I removed the feet from it alone. I guess you could buy the feet on Amazon, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna find. Maybe I'll give it to I'll give it to my oldest. Maybe she can use it somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, I'd rather just get a new, because I want to get an OLED. I've been thinking about just pondering this OLED for like a couple months now, and I actually told the wife it's not very often I have to put down the husband card. I don't do it very often, but I had to put it down last night. Yeah, I'm getting an OLED TV. It's going to the basement. The TV in the basement is going to the living room. That's what we're going to do.
So, there you go. But nah, man, like, you know, it's still raised because I mean, are you actually going to go down there?
That brings another question, Kev. See, here's the thing. That's the problem.
Better off just buying an OLED for your bedroom. Like,
see, no, that'd be for Sharita to watch Golden Girls on.
Get your husband coins.
Yeah, my wife dominates the TV at night. I don't even fight it anymore. She Golden Girls is on until she falls asleep, and I've seen and know everything about Blanche at this point in life. But no, getting an OLED for my bedroom will be the worst. We have a 55-inch in there now. It's actually the only 4K TV we have in the crib. Well, the one in the basement too, but that's one of them, and it literally gets like 380p on it because she's watching the Golden Girls and like old school TV. Like I don't watch TV in the bedroom really. She does. We'll watch a movie.
It sounds like you'd be better off investing in a really, really fire monitor.
See, there you go. See,
everybody else is gonna get to enjoy the TV. Like,
well, see, now you talked and bumped into my dilemma. It's like, do I get an OLED monitor, which I thought about. I thought about ultra wide. I thought about super ultra wide. I went to Micro Center, which is the worst thing to do because they position them in ways where you're like, I need this. Like you go and they set it up. You're like, I need to get this, and I'm not leaving until I have it. So I turn into like a kid once again. So yeah, I've been thinking about getting a monitor, but then I'm like, man, for the cost of a good monitor, I might as well get my OLED for the TV.
Man, you might as well just get an OLED monitor, man, off of Cap City.
Yeah, there's a couple in there. I'm gonna send you a couple links. They're in there.
Yeah, they're there. It's there.
I might bleep out that name too. I don't want nobody getting the plug.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't give it a real name.
That is very true. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you. But yeah, we'll get you back out there some gaming, bro. There's some good games out here to play.
It's on the way. Yeah. It just, man, every time I be thinking about it, then I feel selfish. Like I should be spending time, making myself better or being dedicated to my family.
Good enough, man. You're good enough, man. Just don't eat.
That's how you're good enough. That's the conundrum I find myself in every time I go to fire the game up. You know, the time that I game most is when my wife is napping.
Oh, I game the most early in the morning. Like there's nothing better than Saturday mornings, waking up before anybody gets up, and I just go to the loft, to the computer area, put my headphones on, I get some game. That's why I beat the boss this morning. I didn't have headphones on. I told you to turn the sound off. But that's the best thing ever is getting it in during that time. But yeah, the dad guilt or husband guilt will go out quickly. I tell you all the time, man, kicking the tires of this kid thing, man. I went to go make a bowl of cereal. I don't even eat cereal like that. I just want to make a bowl of cereal. I go to get some cereal. There's no milk. I'm like, boy. So then I run to this Kroger to get some milk. And of course, while now I'm out in the world, I might also get some coffee. And then, what goes good with coffee? A donut. So guess what? I get the milk, get home, don't even want the daggone cereal no more. So there you go. That's right. You know, it's that.
So now they'll just all drink all the milk, and the next time you do want some cereal, right back.
Yeah. I'll be back at Kroger again. Yeah, my life is Kroger runs, man. It's my life. All right, bro. So anything else really going on gaming news? Oh, another thing I did play, which I played it for like 10 seconds and fired it down, was that Capcom, the Capcom Collections game that came out for the Switch. Memes. I did play that a little bit. I fired it up. I said, this is a complete money grab. This is all old fighting games finesse. I love. Don't get me wrong. It's a complete finesse. But I have the X-Men 97 cabinet. So for me, it's like it didn't really serve too much of a purpose. So.
Well, I mean, if it was memes, then no harm, no foul.
Right. Like, no harm, no foul. People are just like really like lusting over it. I'm like, bro, y'all tripping because this is an old game.
Nostalgia, man. Like, listen, it beats on us.
Yeah, no, it does. It definitely does. All right, man. So we got to talk about K-Dot. We'll get to that before we get to, well, nothing really sports wise. I'm trying to think. Do we have anything sports wise that happened? Your Saints won. Hold
Saints
on, you
won,
know,
Buckeyes
your Saints won.
Michigan lost. It was a good week.
Michigan got spanked. They got really, really spanked. But it was Texas.
I love it.
I know you do. I don't. Texas is gonna be there at the end of the year.
If it was Texas, man, like so what? A loss is a loss is a loss. Yeah, y'all got y'all butts whooped. Yeah, terrible. Y'all ain't no competition. They should have dropped out. Did they drop out of top 25? They should have.
I don't think so. Them and Notre Dame took probably the worst losses over the week.
Oh my goodness, Notre Dame. I feel so bad for what is it, Marcus Freeman?
I don't. He's over his head. He's like, seriously, the last couple years he's been like
Ohio State guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, yeah, you be having that love for the Ohio State guys. I get it. No, I get it. Let me take back my slander. Because even when they pumped up the meeting between y'all and them that one year, and I think did y'all they had a chance to beat y'all, so they actually played a good game. So I take it back.
They're an okay team. Like they can play up to the level of their competition, but it seems like sometimes maybe they take the eye off the ball a little bit.
Yeah, it's some good games on today too. I'm about to check.
Ohio State ain't playing, so relax.
Y'all had a bye last week too, man. Like who did y'all play last week? Exactly,
man. Some tough competition, man. Western Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, that was a real stout team. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like people were talking about that Akron game or whatever, man. I think Akron could probably beat Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Western Michigan probably give them a good fight too, man. Like, you know, now did we stomp on them? Like, what was it, like 58-0? Like maybe we might have done that, but you know what I'm saying? Like that don't speak to the level of competition. Like they were a good team. They're on par with Michigan. Is all you know what I'm saying. That's the only thing I can say.
I feel you. I mean, talk your talk, man. Y'all 2-0 right now. Early bye week, which is weird. Y'all got a bye week 3. That kind of sucks a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like they trying to set us up, but it's good. It's cool, man. Then we got Marshall after that next week. So yeah, we ready.
So when's Ohio State's first big game? When is their first game we can really get up for?
We get Oregon in 4 weeks. We get Oregon in a month, October 12th.
Okay, so y'all be ready. Tune-up game. Tune-ups before that one. I think.
We got Iowa, Michigan State, man. These are good programs.
Big Ten's tough this year.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's good, man.
Big Ten's tough this year.
Put some respect on Western Michigan.
I'm not. I won't. Like, it was a bye.
We put respect on Northern Illinois.
That's true. You know what? You're right about that. I mean, but what you said about playing to the level of your competition, that's one thing I will say Ohio State never really does. They play. No. They play well. The only games that Ohio State ends up losing at times be the games that against good teams, except for Michigan. Y'all should have beat Michigan last year.
I mean, they was cheating, so you know what I mean. Like that don't count anyway.
Right. All right, man. So there was rumored that there was a conversation between Drake and Kendrick before the battle, and they agreed to keep family and friends out of it. Do you think this conversation happened, Kev?
For the lulz, I'm gonna say yeah. I think this conversation definitely happened, and I think, you know what I'm saying. Like Kendrick just tried to spare him, and Drake was using it as a gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm gonna flip it on him.
Yeah, we talked about it a bit before while everything was going on, I should say, about how the fan bases are kind of like split, and like I think it's even worse now. Where like I think for you and I, we're a fan of both artists. We call a spade if it's like somebody's wrong or right or whatever. It's like, yo, give us good music. And we got a great battle out of it. We got some really good music. We got good talking points from it. But one thing I don't like seeing online is like, you got certain people that are like on Team Drake, some people that are on Team Kendrick. And it's like, they just come up with these outlandish thoughts. And your boy Ack is tripping. And like his homeboy calling out that Drake is using was hilarious. That was one of the best listens. But
that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. And I thought it was kind of true. But I don't know if the conversation happened. I think the music kind of spoke to it. Like in the songs, we talked about it on the pod. Like it sounded like K-Dot was like, yo, let's keep it friendly. Let's just have some back and forth. Let's rap, but let's keep everybody out of this. And then the gloves came off. And, you know, depending on which side of the coin you're on, some people might say that Kendrick started the problem with talking about family and friends. And then, you know, some people say Drake did. But either or, I don't know. It sounds like a conversation could have happened. I don't know. It seems like where it went. I don't think it went to where they talked about anything beforehand. I think they just was kind of on different sides of their debate. So I don't know.
Guess I want to know what point did this like was it before anything kicked off? Was it after first person shooter? Was it after like that? Like where? Like because that makes a big difference as far as
the timing,
what that conversation could have been centered around. Like yeah, and I wonder who called who reached out. I would more so expect it to probably be Drake reaching out. Just because what I'm saying, he seems like that type of guy. You know what I mean? Try to see what's really going on. Yeah, get to the bottom of it.
I don't know, man. Like I mean, even looking at the backlash now, or like everything that's coming out in the rents, like can Drake get hot again? Like can he make some good music again?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like it's a leak that came out that with him and Rod Wave, and everyone's like calling it mid, and maybe they both are just at a point where everyone's just scrutinizing everything they do. People even called Kendrick's new song mid.
You listen to Rod Wave?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
I can't get into it. I don't know.
Nah.
You know what I mean? It's like, like I hear the songs and it's like, okay, it's cool.
Well, when the boys were here, when they were in high school, that was their guy. Him and some dude named Tusi, I think. I always give him crap about it. And the thing I used to give him crap about Rod Wave was all he did was whine. I said, yo, at this point, we deserve as the listener to know who is this girl that hurt his feelings, because everything he was doing was whining on every song, man.
Hey, listen, man. Kids, they want to feel stressed out, man. I guess Rod Wave was scratching that itch for him, which, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I mean? That was like emo, trap and B or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, but hey, man, it resonates with the kids. Like, hey, it did what it's supposed to do. I can't be mad at that. Yeah, but I don't know. I ain't really.
But hold on.
But I ain't even heard of Drake and Rod Wave. Like that's crazy.
Okay, but you said a great point though. You said it resonates with the kids, and that's why I think Drake is misstepping here in some of his songs. Is that he's getting on tracks with acts that do resonate with the kids. Is that where he's maybe messing up? Why he can't get hot again?
Nah, I don't think so. Honestly, I do think that the battle right now just made it tough. Like, if I'm Drake. Now that Kendrick has dropped, and first of all, this will be we'll talk about this in a second, but now that Kendrick has dropped, it doesn't appear to me like Kendrick is dissing. Like, no, this feels like more like, okay, the battle is concluded. Now we're getting on to the topic at hand, but this isn't necessarily for that person, just necessarily we're talking about the topic. If I'm Drake, man, I sit back and chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let Kendrick change the conversation to something else, man. Let's get away from this beef. When Drake comes back, man, I think that, once the conversation is a little farther and, we ain't team Kendrick, team Drake no more or whatever, I think that we'll be more open to, hearing from the boy.
Yeah. I think he just be human, in my opinion. Drop the whole like shroud of you trying to be secretive. Just come out and say like, yo, the battle's over. Just come and say that. The battle's over. We had a great back and forth. He's a great artist. I'm happy that he got the Super Bowl. We'll talk about it in a second. I just want to get back to making music, and just say that. I think that'll just being human. I think will help. Yeah, it'll let people move on. Because I think if the fans know that, okay, he's moved on, then I need to move on, because everything about it has just been kind of corny. Like even when the song dropped, like you said, Kendrick's song dropped, and we'll talk about that a bit. Is like, I thought it was great. I thought the song was super dope. It's inspiring people to rap. I definitely didn't think he was talking about Drake at all. I thought he was talking about just the whole, just now. I will say it does get a little coincidental that he did lean into that Drake wasn't right for the culture during the battle. So I can understand how some people could take it that way. But for this song, I just think he was just making music. And I think he is tired of the things that were in there. But there was some bars in there. But we all know Kendrick can rap. We all know, like, it just is what it is. And like, hearing people, like I sent you the clip of Ransom took the beat. He's inspiring people to rap again. And I think that's the part that I enjoy about it, is like, we know that Kendrick is taking his time when he makes his music, and when he does, it's thoughtful. It's something that you can digest, and also something that you can understand where he's coming from, the direction. And I think that's the part that with Drake, I don't really like the avenue he was going before the battle. It's like, yo, what is he doing? He's wearing the plaits. He's out here hanging out with Sexy Red.
He was making songs, man. Yeah, my man. Yeah. He was just making music, but he wasn't making art. But has Drake ever really been like one of like the artsy kind of like? See, I think he's just a hit maker, man. Like he's a pop star. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's good at making hits, but like, I think he ain't making music for you to feel.
this is one of the crux of our
anymore.
debates. One of our many debates that we've had early on is that I would always say that, like, when he was starting off, I think he did care. I think he did. You were like, nah, dear, he's just out here just making music. He's riding Kanye's wave, whatever. And I'm like, no, it's not. I was Team Drake. Like, nah, he's out. He's making good music. Listen to this. Have you heard So Far Gone? You know. And I do think that he, early on, he cared about it. I think he was trying to make art, like maybe going down that avenue. And I think even his first album was kind of going down that path.
See, I have to disagree because it doesn't really feel like he's ever tried to push the envelope with the music. Like it always kind of felt like he was trying to just make easily digestible music, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that would be liked by the masses. Like he wasn't really jumping out there taking any risks with his sound. Like, I mean, like what we loved about Kanye was that Kanye took a ton of risks, you know what I mean? Like he was never supposed to work, especially at that time that he was coming out. I mean, like he ushered in the backpack era, but like before Kanye, like, man, like all we was getting was gangster rap and party rap or whatever. And then he shifted the sound, shifted the culture into what he was doing.
Yeah. Good point.
And it was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? But Drake has always kind of stayed in the middle. Like whatever, he stayed close to the flame. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever was popular, whatever was moving or whatever, that was kind of what he co-opted. And not to say he's not original, because like he definitely did kind of usher in, bring back to the forefront the singing and rapping whole aspect of the game too. Like he was the one that kind of mastered that part of it. And at the time, I guess you could kind of say that was new or fresh in the game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean
808s kind of ushered it in, but 808s was it was a very polarizing album. A lot of people hated 808s for a long time. It took them a long time to kind of come back and realize how brilliant it was.
Did they come back after Drake though? What did it take for Drake to come out, for them to come back? Like, yo, this is really kind of sounds like 808s. Do you think, or do you think they came back?
I can see that. Yeah, okay. I could kind of see that.
I always wondered that.
Yeah, but if you remember when 808s came out, everybody was like, "Oh, what is this?" Like, yo, Kanye gave us all these singing and like, what is this? Like, this ain't a rap album. This is terrible. Yeah, and but then later people was like, "Yo, man, like this is brilliant. Like, this is some of the best." Yeah.
For me, I mean, I loved 808s, man. I went through a divorce at that time, and that was bro. It got me through it. Like, I mean, because like Streetlights or I forget the name of this. Was it Streetlights? I think that was the name.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, bro. I might have listened. If you look at my Apple Music, I might have that. That might be the most played song I ever had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just so good.
See, and that's what makes the music resonate. Or like when you hear the passion in his voice on like Pinocchio's story. It's like you can tell like he really means this. It's not like he's not just, it's not performative. Like this is his true feelings or whatever. I've never gotten that feeling from Drake's music.
Yeah. And when you say it like that, I think, because at first I think you were just hating when you said that. Like, Kev just trying to piss me off. But when you say it like that, that makes a lot of sense. And I do roll with you on that vein, that he's maybe just making stuff for the masses. I think that might have been he has to get back to making music that people care about again. Because I told you when he went down the whole, if you're reading this, it's too late. And that was your jam. Like you love, like, oh, he got the slaps. Like, yo, I don't like this at all. I just kind of saw it coming. But I think if he gets back to that, or at least trying to make the listener think he's back to that, then I think he'll be okay. But I'm wondering who's going to get close to him again to start making music, because you got to get close to somebody. It seems like a lot of people have been distancing themselves. At least the grown-up acts have been distancing themselves from him.
Man, my honest opinion is just like, yo, lock in, live a little life, come back and tell us, like, give us an update of where you're at in your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't grow up, don't grow down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
get rid of the Instagram captions. Like, could be in the meme.
No, that's cool. You can be that. Like, you could, like, I don't think that would be off brand for Drake to, you know what I'm saying, like stop being who he is. Like, I honestly feel like on Instagram captions and the stories and the Finstas and all that, we are getting an honest glimpse into who he is. Like, that feels more honest than the music.
Okay. All right. Well, shoot, screw that. We cut down the middle. We're Drake and Kendrick fans. We talked about Drake enough. Let's get to Kendrick. We talked about the song. I never asked you, what did you think about the song? I don't even know if it's titled yet. What did you think about it?
Fam, so I told you before the pod, man, I went out and cut the grass, man. I listened to that song for the whole hour on repeat. Like, he was going insane. My mom, listen, the #1 Kendrick hater.
Oh, wow.
Even she was like, yeah, he was going off. he went crazy. Like,
Yeah, he
oh
did
man,
it.
yeah, it's like, yeah, this is what we're ready for, man. And like that, it took that, like just sitting and listening to it for a while for me to realize, like, yeah, he's not. This ain't a diss at all. Like, man, this is a reset. Like he's trying to kind of push something else to the forefront of the game and kind of make that cool again, because hip hop is in a terrible place, man. If we're being honest,
is. No, it definitely is, bro.
Man, if you really want to get into it, an even deeper conversation, like, yo, who benefits the most from like all of these young, up and coming, very talented artists, you know what I'm saying, dying or going to jail?
Record labels.
Record labels, that is correct. But also Drake. Honestly, like the big three, I don't like, have we ever seen like the big three in hip hop, or like whoever the top guys are, last this long? It low key feels like Kendrick, Cole, and Drake are kind of the last big acts that we'll have in hip hop, because all the other guys, they die.
Man, bro, you just bumped into it. I was just about to say, I'm getting goosebumps a little bit, because I literally had that epiphany when I saw a YouTube video too about it. They were saying like, who's the next big three? And I had to think about it. And I almost called you, but you were on your vacation, so I didn't. But I did. But I started thinking about that, like, who is the next big three? And I think that's the reason why this current big three has kind of been lasting for so long, because they do make good music, but like,
but
I started thinking about it.
15 years.
I know, but the ones that were going to potentially have the torch or made good music, like you said, they all died. And I started thinking about, like, who were these people? Like, I think Juice WRLD was very good. X was pretty good. Young Dolph was really good. And I think, and of course, they may or may not have been to the level that these guys are at, but they were in their own lane. They were progressing. I think X I thought he was going to be something special. Even Juice WRLD, but drugs took him, took him out, and then of course violence took X and Young Dolph out. But no, you're exactly right, bro. I think the people that were going to potentially have that next wave, either or going to jail, Young Thug. I mean, he's been in jail.
All the rookies keep retiring.
Yeah, that's true, because I think they're in it for the wrong reasons, man. I think they're in it to make money.
Well, like, I can say that about a lot of them, but like, I think X, that was like just really what he was into, man. Like, I think he really loved the music. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I think the ones that are left, the ones that are now,
like
are in and out.
It's just Sexy Red. Come on, like, you know what I mean?
I want her gone.
It's just
man.
a hustle.
To me, I love it. In my story, that's what Kendrick was talking about. Like, that's what he was talking about. Like, the party got to die. Get her out of here. Like, everything that. I don't know. Maybe because I got daughters and sons. I just don't. I look at it. I think
Sexy Red is being authentically herself. Like, I don't think that's an act, a caricature. None of that. Like, I think that is just who she is. And I can't be mad at you being yourself.
No. I think that's who she is. I agree with you on that point. I guess for me, it's like I want my artist to grow at some point. And I don't know if she's ever going to grow from that. I think she's just who she is. Like she says, and we all know some people, even some adults that are like that. So let me take that back. She is who she is. It ain't my cup of tea. So I want her gone.
Fine. But I'm saying like that all the like attention that we put on the negativity in the game right now, and like the subject matter that gets pushed out there, man, like Drake benefits from this, man. Like, because he can also cross over. His face is still clean enough that, like, he can talk greasy on the track, but then he can also go yuck it up with, you know what I'm saying, whoever, like, he can go do the country music festival, man, and like, it's gonna be all good because his face is clean. Like, we don't look at him that way. So he definitely benefits from that a lot.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I guess if you're an artist and you're looking at it like it's a mutual use, because he's using you to get hotter for your relevancy, and then for you're using him because for his fame you're getting close to the sun, so you're going to get that shine.
Yeah, so it's the network. I get it. You use him for his network too, but I guess at some point you just kind of have to ask, like, man, are you making a conscious effort to put something of value back into the game, or are you just here? I don't want to say for profit, but are you just here? But see, to me, that sounds like what we've been talking about. What Kendrick was saying then, because it sounds like that's what I feel like Kendrick's whole gripe has been.
Yeah, I think so too. So then, if we're left with that, and people are starting to see that now, Kev, What avenue can Drake go to? I know we're pivoting back to Drake again. Where could he go to get back to musically? I think just like you said, being authentic.
Maybe it's not his responsibility, honestly, because like I think about this too. Like to be fair and give points on both sides. Like for me, it's like, yo, I feel like Drake unlocked Yachty's brilliance. You know what I mean? But like, I guess I wonder, has like the Drake cosign or the Drake features and all that stuff, has that really kind of helped propel Yachty up the, you know what I'm saying? Like for what Yachty has been able to give to Drake, has Drake been able to pay that back, and has that payback been tenfold as far as, you know what I'm saying? Has the exposure actually been of benefit to Little Yachty, or is Drake mainly benefiting from, you know what I'm saying? Like being able to find a new style, a new sound, a new rhythm. You know what I mean? Like,
no, that's a great point. But then if you're to even go deeper to your expounding your point a little bit, if you're Yachty, you listen to or even see Drake's success, at what point do you ask yourself, like, bro, I've given you the sauce. So this is really me. So how do you, if I'm left with, we're friends, or now you're hearing other people saying or talking about the guy like he's a piece of crap, then are you wondering if he's treating you that way? And wondering if I could have been that?
I guess you couldn't really be mad at Drake. I guess I just wonder, like, why isn't there a reciprocity there where it's like, okay, now more people are paying attention to what Yachty's doing and recognizing how talented Yachty actually is. Because I mean, like, Let's Start Here is still one of my favorite albums of the past few years. I listen to it still. You know what I'm saying? That opened my eyes, like, yo, dude is immensely talented, and Drake's not doing that part of what Yachty does or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it doesn't
has that opened people's eyes to it?
Right. No, that's a good question, but it also, it doesn't, and I don't know how, I'm interested to see what you think about it, but it doesn't seem to me that Drake really gave it up to Yachty about like that. Like, I mean, like, even if he was like giving Yachty credit, like, yo, this was really Yachty's sound and this was his vision. It's like almost like he's been kind of parading like it's all been him, even though like Kendrick said, yo, you think we're dumb? Bro, we can hear the sound. We know that you sound like Yachty. You literally took Big Sean's flow too, to where Big Sean puts an album out.
I listen to that Big Sean album too.
What'd you think?
See, all right, man. But it's okay. If I'm giving my honest opinion, that album sounds like an artist that's trying to find themselves again. When I listen to the music, like the music
Same thing I said.
Did feel super honest, like the lyrics and all that stuff, it was there. But like when I listened to like his styles, his patterns or whatever, like it did feel like he was trying to reinvent the wheel, trying to find a new sound, or I should say he was trying to find his sound again. He was afraid of coming what was working before. So, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to kind of reinvent or retool himself, which in parts was okay, but in parts of it, it kind of felt like, I feel like you're just trying to do what the kids are doing, or like you're trying too hard to fit in a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sean is in a tough place, man.
He is. And like, I mean, they're calling him BBL Sean now. And, it's like, I don't know. But like my thing that I said about the Big Sean album, because I remember we talked about it last pod, you're like, yo, dear, it doesn't sound like you really liked it. And I did. I thought it was okay. And I never would talk bad about Big Sean, because I do think, just looking through the lens, he seems like somebody that would be cool. A good person, I should say. The thing that I was listening to his album, the whole time listening to it, I really wanted to listen to something else. And like, I don't know what I want to listen to, but if I'm put in that position where if I'm listening to some music, I'm like, man, I want to go back to that old album. I'm gonna go listen to Nah Right, or No Worries. I mean, I wonder what Pac talking about. Let me go listen to that Pac album again. And I'm like, that's when I'm just like, all right, I know that I really don't like this. I'm kind of just fighting through it, So
yeah,
but it wasn't bad. I don't think it was
one of the ones. Yeah, I realized I'm like, I just kind of put this on the background, just kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. I think I was driving when I was listening to it, and it was kind of like, it's all right.
You was probably thinking about bills, thinking about what you had to do. You weren't really engaged in the music.
Thinking about traffic, but I mean, like a lot of times the music helps me like tune out how annoyed I am with traffic.
Oh yeah. I tell you, that's one thing I do not miss about going to the office is like working from home. Like every time I get to drive, first I'm amazed I still know how to drive. I really don't drive that much. But then I also get super annoyed. I might be like 2 blocks away from the crib. Like, I'm going back home. I'm about to Instacart everything. But before we go, we gotta talk about Kendrick getting the Super Bowl halftime show. What'd you think about that?
Hey man, big as the Super Bowl. I like that.
Yeah. That's one thing I love about the internet. Internet's gonna find the break down stuff, put stuff in your brain that you weren't even thinking about, that maybe Kendrick wasn't even thinking about. Although I will say, Kendrick's been it's been like the Riddler, bro. Like everything is scripted. Everything has been like he's doing like at the 50, at the 50-yard line. And that's what we love about him, though. You know, like everything about it behind the USA flag behind him, you know, signifying that he's American. You know, Drake's from Canada. You know, like the general, no round twos, like everything that's kind of like, because he doesn't waste any time either in that little bit of time that he was in there. So I don't know. I thought it was super dope. You know, I did not like how everyone was coming out and saying they're blaming Hove because they should have gave it to Wayne. So we bumped it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say we definitely got it. Like, congratulations, Kendrick. I'm looking forward to that Super Bowl. But like, man, the whole story has basically shifted to Wayne not getting it. And we're like, listen, you know,
talk to me. I know you're a big Wayne fan. I know. I got to hear it.
We got to be honest. We got to be completely honest.
Please.
Wayne is a rapper. I won't say he's not been good, but he's not been relevant for at least a solid 7 to 8 years. And it's y'all's fault. Like, I mean, we got Carter 5.
Yeah.
Y'all go listen to that, but you won't. You know why? Because you don't like it. Wayne has not had a hit in a long time.
Well,
a very long time.
Even bigger than that, man. Right? Like, people were coming out saying he got snubbed and everything. Oh, he should have gave it to Wayne.
No, he didn't.
No.
What songs is Wayne going to perform? He got a milli, maybe Great 6 point. Foot, 7 foot.
Mr. Officer? I mean, he said it himself that if he does get the Super Bowl, because he's been campaigning for this for a while. And I guess I never looked at Wayne interviews.
I didn't think of it that way. Yeah.
Bro, he was campaigning for this for almost a year. He's been wanting to get it. 2 points. One, this isn't the first time the Super Bowl has been in New Orleans. So I don't know why this whole thing is happening about, you know, when, because matter of fact, the year that y'all won it, wasn't it in New Orleans that year?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Drew Brees won? Okay.
Superdome.
So, so this isn't the first time Super Bowl has been to been in Louisiana. So I don't get why the big thing happened. I just hate that as black acts, right? We instead of celebrating someone for getting it, we immediately get pissed off and start saying like, well, this person should have got it. And then now, because I went to the barbershop yesterday and I immediately set the barbershop on fire. Because I'm like, okay, what makes you think that Wayne should be entitled enough to just get the Super Bowl? I can think of other legacy acts that I would rather put on in front of before Lil Wayne. And I'm not saying anything about Wayne is bad. You know, I like Wayne. I love Wayne. Wayne is great. But Wayne is not a performer, man. He's not a performer.
That's the other part too. That's the other part too. If we're just being honest, it's like, yo, I don't know that and it's not that he doesn't have great songs. It's that I don't know he has songs that he can perform. Like, yo, there's a lot of explicitives in his music or whatever. Like, it ain't really fit for that kind of stage. You know what I'm saying? And he's not. It doesn't appear that he's I've never heard anybody rave about Wayne's live performances. Like, I mean, we hear people rave about Kanye. We hear people rave about Travis Scott, Drake, Kendrick.
It's the total opposite, though. Everyone talks about how bad his performances are when they're in like their live shows. Like, Wayne forgets lyrics. This is from his own words. This is not from us, anyone saying it. He forgets lyrics. Instead, he just starts bopping to the music because he forgot his own lyrics. Yeah. It's so much money being involved with the Super Bowl that do you really think that that they're going to roll the dice with thinking like, because like Wayne is not the same thing. And I said this to you, the same thing that gave Wayne a superpower, the same thing that kept him off that Super Bowl stage, drugs. Like that is not like, that's seriously, he literally want to if we being honest, Wayne his babies that came from musically have been like, you know, just drug use, like celebrating it, you know, lean drinking, pill, like that was face tattoos. I'm not saying face tattoos mean drugs, but like a lot of this came from Wayne started. It was what he did. Like he said, like, I'm gonna do my drugs, I'm gonna rap, do my music, and like be me. Even he gave Wayne that tutelage. I mean, Drake that tutelage when he first came. Like, come from Canada and be yourself. Don't try to be like me. Don't talk about beef with nobody. Don't shoot no, you know, all those things. I am me. I'm gonna do my drugs and I'm gonna do it. And like that is what a lot of people love. Like he kind of bucked against the system. And Wayne had the aura. He did at that time. Yeah. But now, no. If we're gonna go legacy acts, I'd rather see LL Cool J before I seen Wayne at a halftime show. And I'm not saying that LL makes better music than LL. Although I will say though, LL's new song with Eminem is not bad. I will say, I'll go on record and say that.
Okay. All right.
But I don't. It just to me, it's like it just seemed like it came out of left field that everyone was up in arms, like,
Man,
oh
it
man,
was not
Wayne
left
should get
field, man. First of all, had it been anybody but Kendrick, like we wouldn't be having that conversation or whatever.
That's
man.
true.
That is just a narrative spun by Aubrey's Angels to make more excuses for their GOAT, which I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Co-parter. I 100% get it. But like, let's not kid ourselves. Like Wayne is a legend. Wayne is one of the best that the game has to offer, or whatever. But every stage ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? And like Super Bowl just might not have been for Wayne. And like that's cool. Right. Like you know,
it's nothing wrong with that. I think, but this is the part I think is hypocritical for Wayne fans, though. If you guys really want to support him, why is his concerts not sold out? He has a concert in Louisiana, I think like a week after the Super Bowl. It's still like tickets available, like a bunch of tickets available. His concert in LA is nowhere near being like, I'm gonna be surprised if it still goes on because it's like the tickets are like $200.
In a couple of weeks.
See, you probably can get them right now. Probably get front row. But that's the thing. If you guys are really in support of Lil Wayne, you're this big fan that you say you are, why don't you pay for it? Like exercise your opinion with your dollar. Go sell out the shows when he comes. I'm gonna tell you why you're not selling them out because you don't want to go because you know it's not gonna be a good show. So why in the world do you think that they should put him on the Super Bowl stage then?
Man, they fell for the propaganda from Aubrey's Angels, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Drake fans, they had to find a way to, like, I'm saying, like, the way that the story has been going, oh, Drake turned down the Super Bowl 100 times, bro. He never wanted to do that. Oh, Drake's going to go do FIFA instead. Yeah. So, yeah, that's way bigger. Everybody's going to be watching that. Super Bowl is tiny compared to that. Oh, you know what? Wayne should have got the Super Bowl. Like, man, quit crying. You know what I'm saying? The cope is insane. Like, your boy is gonna be fine. Like, it's fine. Go stream the music, man. No Faces on streaming right now. Run it up to #1. He's here. Yeah. Why are y'all still making this a thing?
Now I will say though, when I didn't think that was that big of a hot take that he turned down the Super Bowl. I think a lot of acts have turned down the Super Bowl. Rihanna turned it down before and then ended up doing it. I heard Adele had turned it down at a point. So yeah, I'm not really like it does not really
a lot of work
that he turned down the Super Bowl. Like it's not, I don't know. I just didn't think that was a big thing. But I definitely don't think they should have just gave it to Wayne just because it's in Louisiana. Let's stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying the fact that like we had a whole week of just whole slander out of nowhere.
I didn't get it, man.
Angels they know no bounds.
I know, but okay. So like, let's just say Aerosmith got the halftime show. Do you think? I'm gonna look at like another band, Guns N' Roses. Are they gonna get pissed off because they didn't get it? Like, I don't get how as black people we do that, and I don't get it, man. Like, it really just upset me that we got to that point where it's like instead of celebrating somebody who did get it, black or white, somebody, you're end up getting pissed off saying like this person should have got it because it's in their hometown.
So like, listen, so that was another crafty maneuver. So Aubrey's Angels kind of realized that like, hey, listen, us sitting here like trying to hate on Kendrick ain't really gonna work. Like, that ain't gonna work for us. You know, it's a little too obvious. So like, we can't tear Kendrick down just because he got it, because that does look like kind of hater activity. It's like, yo, he got it, he's deserving. Like, why are you hating on him getting the spot or whatever? So if you just try to make your point like, well, it's in New Orleans, Wayne should be performing. They overlooked Wayne. This is Jay-Z's fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, now you just opened up the conversation. Oh, now it doesn't look like this is just all coming from Aubrey's Angels, but don't fall for the propaganda. Like, I see the play. Yeah. I see the play.
It's super duper backfire because then what does everybody do? Start unearthing all the old clips of Wayne out here with his performances, humping the air and like yo, this is what y'all wanted on the Super Bowl stage. If people, the hashtag no thank you Jay-Z was trending for like 3 days because it's like they were just tagging it to like clips of Wayne performing, and you're like, he forgot his words, he fell asleep, numerous issues of him not coming to rehearsal for shows and stuff. And then when people, there's another thing when people would say like, they could have brought the Hot Boys out with them. Do y'all remember 3 months ago when Birdman cussed out Lil Wayne because he didn't come out? Like they can't get along. Like it's not going to happen. And you think they're just going to get together for the Super Bowl stage? No, stop, man. This wasn't going to happen, man. He wasn't going to do it. Wayne said himself, if I was to get the Super Bowl, I'm going to rap the Hot Boy songs. Nobody's going on stage but me. Those were his exact words. I sent you the clip. Those were his exact words, bro. Yeah. So no, he wasn't bringing y'all with him. Stop it. Turk. We weren't going to see Turk. We definitely weren't going to see BG. No. None of y'all. We weren't going to see none of y'all.
Rehydrated BG.
Hey, yo. I went back and listened to that podcast, man. When you said he needed time to hydrate, that might have been, that's like the EA sticker on like, I want that as a tat. Like that was amazing. But bro, that was hilarious. He needed time to hydrate. No, but like it just, I don't know, just blew me away. And then like all the whole slander. First of all, when the story started coming out, they give a list of all the acts to the city, and then the city picks the act. So if anyone wants to get pissed off at Louisiana. New Orleans did not want Wayne, so why are y'all pissed off, man?
Yeah, they was like, man, like listen, Kendrick, it's too hot. Everybody gonna want a piece of the action, man. They want to see if they're gonna do not like us. Let's run it. Let's do it.
Now, okay, great point. Great question I have for you. Now, Vegas odds are out here. The over-under's on. It may or might not be on FanDuel. If it might be on later. Is he going to perform not like us at the Super Bowl?
Definitely. I mean, like he'll leave out the parts that need to be left out. But if nothing else, man, we at least get the beat, the hook, and you know what I'm saying, some choreography. If I'm Kendrick, if we're being honest, bro, that is actually the perfect way to kick off the show. Like, man, I'm saying unite all the HBCU bands.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? You beat me to it.
Had the horns out there. Like the show just kick off like that. That's perfect. That's perfect.
That's a complete kick in the teeth, though. Like that might be the final nail. I got to be honest with you. If we see
the
that,
players coming out the tunnel, like they're not like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out there just chanting like it's game over. You know what I'm saying? I'm
gonna tell you right now. I'm looking forward. I wish we could fast forward the season. I really do. I wish we could fast forward. I wish we could fast forward the season to the Eagles and the Saints to the Super Bowl. We can't because y'all can NFC. Eagles and Kansas City. We get our lick back, and I would literally. I'm the whole halftime. I'm sitting like this. I'm waiting. I just want it to happen. Like, is it gonna? I want that song to be played. That's what I want to happen.
I'm saying that's the first thing you should hear, man. The horns cracking off. I'm saying the whole stadium just dark. Next thing you know, it's up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's pandemonium. It don't matter what happened no more. Everybody else. First of all, and here's another side point. Yo, Baca, sit it out, brother. You know what I'm saying? Canada's number one goon or Canada's number one PDF file. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, we don't know.
He commented on that track immediately. All comments just flooded. His comments, anybody that reposted the comments just flooded. Why is he around? He might have, like, bruh, he's never living that one down.
Ever. That was the question we all had because, like, everyone was like, huh, why is he around? Like,
for life now, everywhere that he goes, man's go to the grocery store. Like I'm saying, man, go to church. Preacher gonna be like, man, why is he around? You know what I'm saying?
Super facts.
Yeah.
Yo, like, super facts. Yeah, sit it out. You're right.
Kendrick might ruin that man's life for real. Like Drake gonna be all right. Baca the one, like man, like yeah, he became cannon fodder. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? We might not really want to know if Chubbs can crash something with it, but Baca, everybody want to know why is he around. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't go to his mama house. His mama probably ask him why you around.
Yo, that's funny. The memes that came from that, like SpongeBob, everybody was like, yo, why is this cat around? Like.
Everybody's still wondering. Yeah, he posted up on TikTok like, "Why are you here?" They at TikTok. Hey, TikTok, why is he around? He got a weird case. He's right here. You know what I'm saying?
Why is he allowed on here?
Getting flagged on Instagram. Why is he around? That might become a new reason to flag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We weren't sure why he was around. We need an investigation. Man.
So now we got an over-under on if he's going to call this man a PDF file on national.
No, I don't think that happens.
I don't think that happens either. Because I'm like, I thought about like, how can he do it? You know? But like you said, I think he'll do the chorus.
Yeah,
but that's the thing.
We know what you said.
Exactly. We know what you're meaning. Even if because I think he might do something real diabolical and just come out there and just stand there and then play the instrumental and the crowd might start rapping. Yeah, like moms around the world
want to sing.
They might start singing it.
I can't. You're certified lover boy. Whole stadium just going off in there. You know what I'm saying?
What is it? The braids? No, I'll tell you. Even watching that pop-out show again, like when he says that, and I know in that crowd it was all Kendrick fans, but like, could you imagine if that just rings out at what is it? The braids? That's it, man.
Nah. So here go the real question. If you Drake, you showing up to the Super Bowl?
Absolutely not.
But
absolutely not.
Then you kind of look scary.
Well,
like you know what I'm saying now. I mean, like it's a big social event.
Yeah. See, in my okay, here's in my perfect scenario, in Nadir's perfect scenario, like I said, it's Kansas City versus the Eagles. I wish we could fast forward to the Super Bowl. Drake bets money on Kansas City, which you already know the Drake curse in sports. That's going to guarantee two things. I'm gonna be happy they're going to play not like us, and I'm going to be happy the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. So I in my world, that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
You just sparked a great point. Hold on, no. I'm sorry, brother. If I'm Drake, I go ahead and place a bet on stake on is Kendrick gonna say the PDF file line?
Ooh,
post it up there. Like, is he gonna say it? I'm yes. You know what I'm saying? That way I curse it. It doesn't happen.
Curse it. Oh, you curse it so it doesn't happen.
Reverse psychology. Yeah.
So if you do that, then you know in your mind that could be very damaging to you if that happens.
I mean, well, okay, so if it does happen, hey man, you broke the curse. You won the bet. So now you done put some money in your pocket. You know, I mean, now if you lose, if he doesn't do that or whatever, now you're gonna lose a little bit of money. But now it looks like, okay, I'm in on the joke. You know, haha, guys. You know, I lost another bet. But
you know what though? Even by you saying that though, bro, we're really giving him the blueprint on how we can get out of this. Just lean into some of it.
I'm trying to help my guy.
Yeah,
trying to help my guy out here.
I know people get on us about that. Oh, you guys are more Kendrick fans. Listen, we're fans of both of them. Y'all watch our pod and reviews that we've done. We literally just love the art, you know what I mean? And I think that we appreciate both sides of it. Let me say that. But yeah, just lean into the human side of it, bro. Like, he got me again. PDF file, huh? I don't know why this guy's around. Just come. You know what? That's what we should do. Come out and talk about Baca. Just do a diss track to him. Like, yo, I don't know why he's around, Kendrick. You were absolutely right, and just do a song with it.
I had some weird guys around. I had to cut them off.
There you go. Sing it.
Go, boom.
That way he takes it because like no threats. Okay, it won't. Just don't keep me waving my hands, dancing. No threats. That those emojis you sent me. Every time I look at that, I laugh too. But yeah, man, this is going to be a epic moment. I'm happy for Kendrick for getting it. I did not understand the Wayne people carrying the flag for Wayne. Like I said, you guys are not even trying to buy his ticket, so stop all that. And then leave Hove alone. Hove ain't got nothing to do with this, bro. And if you're going to do business-wise, Hove made the best decision. he made a good decision, bro. The guy's hot. Like, Kendrick, even if he wasn't hot, Kendrick has been worthy of a halftime show.
He's already done it.
Right, he's already did it. He already did it.
So he's already proved he can do this. He did it with Snoop and Dre.
Stupid Dre? Did he do it with Beyonce too?
I don't think maybe he came out on Beyonce set. I don't know. But yeah, I know that he was, you know what I'm saying? He had the commercials and all that with Snoop, Dre, Eminem and all them. 50. Yeah. So yeah, it's good.
Okay. All right, bro. Well, shoot, let's go. You got anything else?
Nah, man, I think that'll do it.
All right. Well, yo, be the people. This Nadir.
It's good.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This was the Games Music Life podcast, episode 351. Drink more water, people.
Peace.